So Jim Crow Joe just had his first State of the Union address. And in his State of the Union address, he talked about many, many issues. In that State of the Union address, he was mentioning the bipartisan infrastructure bill. He talked about making things in America. He talked about that. He was speaking about the American Rescue Plan. He definitely talked about Ukraine for sure. They was in so much support of Ukraine. They had flags of Ukraine on their clothes. I've never seen nothing like that before in my life, but they had flags of Ukraine all on our government people. Why is that? Okay. He talked about the virus, of course. He talked about everything else. He talked about funding the police. He talked about securing the border. Oh yeah, he was really going in on all these different topics. But one topic he didn't even bother to address, or the issues that come with that, is black people. And many people started to notice and call that out. Say, wow, he mentioned everything but black people. Now they talk about, now he delivered his address, as we said earlier, and he said that he made sure it was a moderate speech to get bipartisan support. And he was making sure to avoid any issues specifically facing Black America. Now, they said it's tantamount to making a U-turn from a pro-black lane Biden has been cruising in since the 2020 campaign trail after he made repeated appeals for support for the black voters who ultimately secured his election. The speech even included language espoused by the same Republicans who have tirelessly and repeatedly blocked legislation that would address the very issues polling shows are the most utmost importance to Black America. And even people people like Charles Blow, Democrat Shield, even he had to point that out. Okay. While it said Biden made fleeting mentions of hot button topics like police reform, voting rights, abortion laws, the racial wealth gap and HBCUs, for him to fail to place them at least in the Black American experience in particular, it could have a disastrous effect for the president and the Democrats alike as the crucial midterm election season progresses. He has abandoned, which he's done that on day one, abandon black people. And what he's doing, his strategy is for, look, I need to get these white people. I need to get these white independents. I need more of them on my team. I need to get, so I'm going to talk like them, let them know, hey, I'm their guy, which he is their guy. I mean, come on. I mean, Biden, like I said before, he's one of the most anti-black, racists that we've had out there. He's focusing on everything else but what he should be focusing on. Now, people, for instance, one person was saying that we don't need to defund the police. We need to fund them with resource and training. That's what Biden actually said. And they responded, what freaking bollocks, but it's what whites want to hear. That's what one person named Eli has said. Of course, that's what they want to hear. Biden, they talked and they say, look, we can't depend on black folk. We're not going to worry with them at this point. We didn't do nothing for them. It wasn't my plan to do nothing for them. And I didn't think they would respond in this manner, but it is what it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to go after them white folk. We're going to go after the Republicans. We're going to go after these so-called moderates, but they're Republicans. They just don't want the Republican name. This is what we're going to do. And that's what he said. Now, Biden said the U.S. must secure and fix the immigration system. He said without even acknowledging and say the violence against Haitians by the U.S. border, for example. So, yeah, he didn't mention that. He didn't mention that at all because he don't care. He shipped Haitians behind right back to Haiti. You understand what I'm saying? Now, another person named Rashad said they disappointed that Biden spent so little time speaking about the inequities that black communities face, from attacks on our voting rights to ongoing attempts to erase and stifle black history. So, yeah, he mentioned voting rights, but he didn't talk about how in the states they trying to literally destroy Black History Month. Now, they were saying even more glaring, Biden called for the police to be funded just 2 days removed from a month of Black History Month, no less. They said they saw, of course, Minneapolis police execute Amir Locke, courtesy of a no-knock warrant, and a lenient prison system for former police officer Kim Potter for killing an unarmed Black motorist Dante Wright. Black Lives Matter. I don't know if that's the organization or what. They said, listen to Biden declare the answer is to not defund the police, it's to fund the police. They all are shocked, but why are you shocked? Biden has always have been this way. Him and Mitch McConnell are buddies. Why don't you think they'd be buddies? Two of the birds of a feather flock together. I mean, I know y'all have heard that. Now, they continue to say, discuss all the above while ignoring the related urgency for Black Americans in particular could come across as a snub at best, to put it mildly. Now, even one of the Shills, Dr. Jason Johnson, which I got into it with him a little bit at Politicon, he was even saying Biden approval rating is under 40%. His approval of Black voters, a core Democratic constituency, is in the 60s and 70s. Say, what part of the State of the Union was targeted to appeal to Black voters? What Black voter was moved from apathy to activism? Now, Jason Johnson is a shield. He's a hardcore Democrat shield. And he's saying this. Let me tell y'all something. That doggone Jim Crow Joe have given y'all Black folk that wake up call. And I am proud of Jim Crow Joe. I am proud he is doing this, because Black people been needing that swift kick in their butt. Black folks been needing that swift kick in the teeth by them Democrats. I am so happy this man is doing this, because when you start having the Shills come out and saying, wait a minute, hold on. He not even paying attention to us. No, he ain't playing the game at all with y'all. Now, they said that was a sentiment also expressed by Judith Brown Dennis. They say executive director of the Advancement Project, a civil rights group. Is that President Biden's remarks on policing failed to present a new vision for public safety. We can't keep relying on recycled ideas that endanger our communities or increase funding to bloated police budgets. Dennis said in the statement. It said our communities deserve to live in a world that is free and safe from the violence and racism inherent in policing. Now, they say in spite of the above, they say there's a small handful of people that, they focus on, of course. They talked about Kamala back there, having her. I mean, what does that do? But let me tell y'all something here. Biden and what he's doing, a lot of people told you so. They told you. Okay. They told you. And they told you because this guy has a track record of this. And so like, I'm laughing about Soulja Boy. I'm laughing because he was teasing Kanye West about his situation with Kim. And when he said, so Kanye, what you gonna do? So I'm gonna say the same thing to Black folks. So Black folks, what you gonna do? You gonna keep saying that Biden not mentioning you? I mean, what we gonna do about the situation? Are we gonna finally wake up and say, okay, well, we gonna go it on and break the back of the Democrats, since they say you the backbone of the party? Like I told y'all a long time ago, I meant that. Let these other groups that he gave money to vote for them. I am not voting for them people. Not at all. I would never waste my time voting for a Democrat. Nope. I will vote for only time I'm going to vote for somebody unless they have something in my interest or my community interest. That's it. That's the only time I'm going to vote. And Democrat has no interest of mine. They don't. Now, maybe somebody on a local level could do something, and maybe on a local level, because I don't want to say just don't, but I say vote your interest. That's what I'm going to say. Only worry about yourself and your community in the area of your voting, period. And Democrats is not it. Democrats are too disrespectful. They don't deserve to be in public office at all. They don't. If you're not going to do nothing for us, then shoot, I'm not going to sit back and vote for you and watch you do something for everybody else. And then you further getting us behind. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would I do that? Why would you even do that? We got to have some doggone self-respect as Black people. I mean, this dude wasn't for no defunding the police, because he's even said prior to even the election when he ran against Trump, he said, no, I'm not for defunding the police. And he also not for punishing them either, because I'm more so on punishing the police, because you can defund them all you want, but no, you need to punish them. That's what you need to do. And they're not about punishing the police. This guy did not deliver at all, or the whole Democrat Congress did not deliver anything for black people. They didn't deliver the George Floyd bill. You know, they didn't take away their qualified immunity. They didn't do nothing. And y'all did all that good getting together and trying to go vote for this man and doing all the things y'all done in Georgia for them people. And black folks got screwed. But like I said, it's over and done with. You can't go back and change the past. I get it. But now you just got the way these months are passing. I mean, it's March already, ladies and gentlemen. It is March. You're going to pop up and it's going to be November. How fast things are going. It's going to be November. And this man don't deserve no votes. This party don't deserve no votes. The Congressional Black Caucus members don't deserve no votes. They don't do nothing for us. We want that data to come out where it had the lowest black turnout in history. Or if it's the lowest black turnout in history, those of you who aren't emotional and don't have your emotions attached to any of this and want to do a protest vote, you can do a protest vote. But like I said, I give people two options. Either if you have some sort of emotion, that's fine. Just chill your nerves. And if you don't have emotion to this and you want to do a protest vote, then protest vote on the other side. And let that data come in too and say, wait a minute, it tanked our votes for blacks and the Democrats, and you mean more blacks voted Republican this time? What the hell? That would be the story in itself. That would be the story. I mean, why should we show any loyalty to them? So like I said, I do give two options. I do always give two options. You know, at this point in the game, y'all can't come over. Don't come over here with emotion. Don't. Because like I said, what does that emotion get you? See, the white supremacists love to play on your emotions because they know they say trigger words to you, you know, and oh boy, either they get you feeling good or they get you scared or whatever. Trigger words don't work with me. I can care less. You in government, you handle the problem. Don't tell me about no racism. Fix the racism. Don't tell me about, police brutality. You fix it. You in position to do it. I'm not. Right. But this man don't care nothing about black folk at all. He don't. Look at the vice president he picked. Look at the Supreme Court justice he's about to put up there. Clarence Thomas in the dress. What I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, is this. This is the MO of Jim Crow Joe. Expect this for the next 3 years. And you better believe I'm going to cover him on this podcast every chance I get. Every chance I get, I'm covering him on what he's not doing for black folk. You doggone right I'm going to cover him. Because I need to beat it in black folks' head about this Democrat Party. Because they have a wicked, satanic hold on y'all. That doesn't even make logical sense. Because I would understand if they was constantly doing something for black people, constantly, and they have a proven record of doing something for our community, and maybe this guy come up and doing what he's doing, but his track record was good with black people. I would even get some of that. If y'all would say, nah, well, it just may be him. No, but they have never had a track record of doing things for us. So no, they need a lesson. They need a lesson in 2022, and they need a lesson in 2024. And then we need to tell them once they learn this lesson, because now let me tell you something. If the midterms go away, I think they're gonna go. Oh, they're gonna be hot with black people. Ooh, they're gonna be hot. And you know what? I'm gonna turn right around and make content and say what you're mad about. That's the lane you chose. That's the route you chose, because all you had to do with black people is give us what we was asking for. That's it. And black folks would have came out in droves and voted for you. But since you made that choice to say F black people, you made that choice to go with the model minority community. You understand what I'm saying? This is what you chose to do. And since you chose to do that, let them vote for you. Let the refugees vote for you. Let everybody else vote for you. You know, I mean, because you actually done something for them, so you have every right to go ask for their assistance in voting. You have every right to do so. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on the podcast. We greatly appreciate it. It's your first time here. Make sure you subscribe. That way you'll know when we're going to post another podcast. And if you enjoy the platform, make sure you leave us a love offering. We greatly would appreciate that blessing of a love offering. And once again, thank you for listening and see you next time.